What's up, guys? Another day, another dollar. Today's video is about something I go through sometimes. Y'all ever been watching porn and the story is just so ridiculous, and just the acting and just the whole premise of like the plot part of the porn is just so fucking ridiculous that you get turned off and you don't want to jack off anymore? So, I was watching porn, right? It's like and don't be like, oh, stop watching porn. Like, all right, man, like, all right, let me rock sometimes. So I'm scrolling through, right? And I see, redhead MILF gets destroyed from the back by stepson. And I'm like, all right, that can play. Not exactly what I was looking for, but it'll, that could play. And so, right, I start the video and there's some plot. She walks in, she's like, hey, I'm gonna be your new stepmom. And I'm assuming that the father got married to the stepmom. She's like, I'm gonna be your new stepmom. I know it's gonna be weird for me being here, I know that I'm not your real mother. I am very sorry for your loss. I know your dad's coping through the loss of your mother. And, I've really been there for him. After the loss of your mother, I'm married to him. And I will be your new stepmom. And it's kind of weird that they're adding backstory on like characters that we haven't seen yet, like the mom who died apparently, and then the father's like mourning. Mind you that they don't even have sex in this first interaction. This is solely just plot. So I'm kind of like, cool. I mean, I'm glad they're trying to like set it up well, but I kind of would just like, to beat my dick and turn this shit off immediately. Anyway, I guess I had the time, so I was just sitting there watching it, meat in hand. So then it cuts and it's like, oh, so how have you been doing in school? I know things can't have been easy. You've gone through so much. It's no worries if your grades are bad. And I'm thinking, like, why do they keep bringing up the dead mom in a porn? And why is that even like a thing? Why can't the stepmom just come in, get fucked, and like, oh, your stepdad's on a trip? No, they gotta bring in the mom and how the dad is mourning and how the stepson is like going through it because of his mom. And she's like, I know I'll never be a replacement for your mother. Your dad's on a business trip this weekend and I just want to get to know you, just you and me. I know I'll never be your mother, but I just want you to accept me into your life. And the stepson's like, I don't know, it's like, this whole thing is just weird. She's like, I know it's weird. It's just like, they also do not fuck after that interaction. And at this point, like, I'm fucking like low-key angry, I mean, I wanted to turn the video off at this point, but it's like I'm too deep into the plot. Now, this next part is where I truly could not believe my fucking eyes. After that last conversation, without having any sex, they do a 6 months later cutaway into more talking. Stepmom talking to the stepson again. I've tried everything. Your father I think he regrets being with me. We tried counseling. We tried everything. He just doesn't have sex with me anymore. I think the loss of your mother is really starting to hit him, and he thinks that being with me is wrong. And I've tried to talk to him. I've tried to go to counseling, and counseling's not working. Your father's just very standoffish. And I'm like, why am I getting all these like interpersonal family issues in the fucking porn? You know what I'm saying? Like, they haven't even had sex yet, and they're building up all this fucking plot for what? And it's like, now I'm just thinking about the dead mom and like marriage therapy, and I'm flaccid at this point. I'm like, holy shit, And then the worst part is, after that, she was like talking about, she was like, oh, like, I'm just so horny, like, your dad just hasn't been having sex with me. You know what I'm saying? The therapy's not working. He can't get hard. I don't know what's going on, right? This is the worst part. When any sexual activity did happen, she's giving him an OTPHJ, right? Over the pants hand job, right? From Superbad. And then it cuts away again. So all they did was like, she rubbed his jeans, and then there was another fucking cutaway. And I just turned the video off. I actually did not beat off at all. I was like, this is nonsense. And it's like, why couldn't you just fast forward? So I skimmed it, right? Because I was about to turn it off. I was like, I skimmed it. let's say the video was like 10 minutes long. There was probably like 3 minutes of sex. The rest was just build up and shit like that. And then, dude, I wouldn't even be surprised after the sex if she was like, oh, you know, like, I don't know, some more fucking plot about marriage therapy and shit. Now that I'm thinking about the plot, could you imagine, right? Let's say I'm a woman. I marry a man, love of my life, you know, and I have a son, okay? Now, I die, and the woman comforting the husband, right, not only marries him, and then fucks my son, too. That's just insanely disrespectful. You know, like, if haunting and shit is real, I would come back and haunt the fuck out of that. Dude, I'd pull like a Conjuring type shit, like people are getting dragged into darkness, you know, with like doors getting slammed and shit. It's gonna be bad, and I'm gonna toy with them for like the nights leading up. You ever see Paranormal Activity where the ghosts just like toy with them all the way up until the climax, where then they finally like fuck everybody up? That's what I would do. Just make their life miserable. Yeah. If I ever got married and I had kids and then I divorced, I would plot my kids against the stepdad. I'd be like, don't fuck with that guy at all. Fuck that guy. I want them to hate their stepdad. And that's because I'm petty and shit. I don't give a fuck. I'm the father. You know? No one's taking my job from me. My mom always actually used to tell me that. She was like, son, and my parents are still together, you know, 40 years or something, 30 years. But my mom, when I was young, she was always like, son, if me and your dad ever get divorced, I want you to hate this. Like, if he gets remarried, I want you to hate her. I want you to absolutely despise that woman. And I was like, okay, Mom, I will. Yeah, man. Code Horsemeet on Iron CRUE chains. So, that's that. So, yeah, man. I will catch you guys. Peace.